Well, the summer heat is kicking in, and it's going to be here with us for a while. Outside right now, a quiet night, warm and muggy. Temperatures today topping out in the 90s across the area. But I think the guidance, going into this weekend, it looked like maybe we'd be looking at highs around 94. I think the guidance is running a little bit hot, and I think the reason for that, at least one of the reasons for that, is because of all of the rain that we've had leading up to this point. Everything is still very, very green, and that tends to temper the heat a little bit until things start to dry out. And that'll be happening over the course of this week. But it was still hot. Afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s area-wide. 92 today's high in Springfield, our second day in a row to hit 90 degrees. This is our 11th 90-degree day of this summer season so far, and we've got more to come. Right now, looking at radar, we find showers that faded are starting to fire back up again here north of I-70 to the northwest of the St. Louis area. This is close to a front that is draped just north of the area, and there's going to be a shower risk near that front overnight tonight and into the day on Monday. But for us, south of the front, it's all about the heat. And we have an extreme heat warning remaining in effect from Kansas across Missouri into western Tennessee. What that means is that we're finding excessively hot conditions. And it's not just the air temperature, it's the humidity. And when you factor in high levels of humidity, we're looking at heat indices that will be between 100 and 110 degrees generally across this area. Now, I think locally for us, our heat indices are going to tend to max out at, say, 106. Further south in northern Arkansas, that's a heat advisory, where heat indices are expected to max out around 105. Looking at our forecast overnight tonight, again, throughout the night, quiet conditions. Notice, again, there may be that sneaky chance for some rain getting into places like Versailles and Eldon. And that may extend as far east as, say, Vienna, possibly even Rolla early in the day on Monday. Otherwise, it looks like we're looking at mostly sunny, dry, and hot conditions across nearly all of the area. Temperatures tonight dropping only into the low to mid 70s, about 74 for a low in Springfield, with an afternoon high tomorrow around 93. I think our hottest reading in our area, probably Joplin, topping out around 96 once again. On Tuesday, we'll probably, and this is what I think is going to happen throughout this week, we're probably going to be adding about a degree a day as we work through this week. So Tuesday looks a little bit hotter. Afternoon highs generally in the mid-90s, around 94 in Springfield. And on Wednesday, it looks like afternoon highs around 95. Notice over in Joplin, topping out around 97 degrees. Looking ahead to the end of the week and into this upcoming weekend, I think Thursday is going to be our hottest day across the area, including Springfield. Looks like afternoon highs in Springfield up around 96. Now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, still hot. We're talking highs in the mid-90s with lows in the mid-70s, but there may be a bit more cloud cover, and we may be even able to throw in a chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity, and here's the reason why. We've got some unsettled weather that's going to be moving around this summer ridge as it moves across the region, and it looks like by the end of the week and heading through the weekend, that pocket of unsettled weather will be dipping across Missouri and Illinois. And it may also push a boundary into the area. All that adds up to at least, I think, more cloud cover and maybe even an uptick in rain chances. Something to watch for as we head into the upcoming weekend. Otherwise, just try to stay cool out there. If you do have chores that you've got to get done, you know the routine. You got to get it done early in the day or late in the day. And if you do have to be outside for extended periods of time working, make sure you take breaks and make sure you stay hydrated.
Absolutely. And I've said it a couple of times, but Jamie, I don't know if you know this, but I love the heat. I don't know why.
She does.
I do. I feel a lot better.
We wait for it, because we like to enjoy the heat in terms of like going to the pool, going to the lake and whatnot. Well, it's here.
It's here.
Plenty of heat around to enjoy, right?
And I have a smile on my face,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamie.